Welcome back for one of our final videos on Fitness Week. These are going to be some simple lifestyle changes, just like the last two videos, very simple nutritional changes and training changes that you can implement into your life right away. First thing, which is really, really important, and people don't realize how important it is, get to sleep. What is stopping us from sleeping today? Well, there's one big thing, I think that we all know what it is. It's those blue lights that you get from the television, from your iPad, from the computer, and from the cell phone. Unfortunately, people are so addicted and so into the phone and the iPad and everything else and the internet that you just can't let themselves get to sleep. So a little piece of advice for you, put the iPad or the TV or whatever electronic device you're using off 45 minutes to an hour before you want to go to sleep. Might be better to pick up a book or read that article you've been dying to read, or just sit and relax, sit and meditate. This way the body gets to relax, the mind gets to relax. Unfortunately, those blue lights that you constantly see from the computer screen and the phone are detrimental to your sleep habits. So really, really important. Tip number one, get to sleep, shut the computer off, shut the TV off, and get a good 8 hours. Tip number two is try to de-stress. Life is so crazy today. Between work, children, just whatever you're doing in life, everybody feels like they're so overwhelmed, they're so busy, and most of the time it has to do with doing things for other people. You know what? It's really, really important to take stress out of your life. Stress can be very detrimental to your fitness and to your health in general. So there's got to be certain things that you like to do, and I need you to start doing just a little bit more of them, even if it's for 5 minutes a day. Laughter is the greatest medicine out there. Putting a smile on your face. Maybe you want to watch a YouTube video that you like. As long as it's not near bedtime, you're allowed to do it. Maybe you want to sit and have a conversation with somebody about something funny, about something unrelated to anything that stresses you out. These are the kind of things you need to do to keep the stress out of your life. You need to be happy. You need to be positive. You need to think good things. These are the kind of things that are going to keep that stress out of your life. And if you can get rid of the stress, there might be things in your life that, you know what, you really don't have to be dealing with. So why deal with them? If you can take the stress out of your life, please eliminate it. And if you can't, you have to find strategies to deal with it. And these might be certain things you can do. Like I said, read a nice book, go on YouTube, watch your favorite comedian, have a nice conversation with somebody who doesn't stress you out or has nothing to do with the stresses that are in your life. These are simple things, again, that you can do. But stress can be so overwhelming that we don't think about doing anything to stop it. So going forward, I need you to try to think of certain things that you really, really enjoy that you can do during the day or in the evening to de-stress. Tip number three, think positive. You know what? Are you a glass half full or a glass half empty kind of person? I know a lot of glass half empty type of people, and I don't generally like to be around them. You know why? Because then I start to feel like the glass is half empty. And it's not always easy to be positive, but being positive is a mindset. And the way you train your mind to do it is try to see the good things in life. Try to see the positive things that are going to happen instead of always looking at the negative things. It's a lot easier to be negative for some reason than to be positive. Probably because there are so many negative people out there. So you know what? Try to start surrounding yourself with people who think like you. Here at TFW Brooklyn, we're all on the same mission. We're here for the same reason, to be fit, to be healthy, and to be part of a greater cause. We call it joining the resistance. You know why? Because people are resistant to being happy. People are resistant to training. People are resistant to a healthy lifestyle. Here at TFW Brooklyn, we're all here for the same reason. So for tip number three, I want you to try, if you can, but I know it's really, really hard, to try to start being a little more positive every day about the things that you can control. Tip number four, please don't beat yourself up. We all have off days. Everybody has off days. And if they tell you they don't, that's a lie, okay? And it's okay to have an off day. It's okay to have an off weekend. But you can't beat yourself up about it, because you know why? This is the way it goes. If you do start training and you didn't show up for a week or you have a bad couple of days, it doesn't mean you can't get right back on track. You have to stop the derailment that takes you on that turn of never returning. if you can think positively about what you've done, no big deal. Like I said, we all make mistakes. Mistakes make the greatest people. That's the only way you'll learn. So don't beat yourself up if you go off your nutrition track, or if you haven't followed some of my tips, or if you do start training and you take the week off, or you don't feel like going, but try to talk yourself out of it. That's where the think positive part comes in. That's why these two would be kind of together. Thinking positive and beating yourself up. The positive voice can really lead you in the right direction, but you're also going to have that little bit of negative, especially if that's the way you've always thought. It's going to beat yourself up for doing something that you shouldn't have done. Who said you shouldn't have done it? It happened. It's over. You have to learn to let it go. So, for tip number 4, don't beat yourself up. Just don't take the train of derailment off too far. Today, we get very little personal time. We're so obsessed with the internet, TV, like I said earlier, that nobody ever sits and just is by themselves. Have you ever just sat to be? Do you have a favorite place you like to sit, whether it be the park, maybe the beach, maybe a hiking trail, and you just want to be alone? There is absolutely nothing wrong with that. Especially as a mom, as a wife, as a daughter, as a son. You spend a lot of time with people, and sometimes it's really, really hard. Sometimes, you know what? You don't get enough personal time for yourself. And it's a really, really important thing to be able to just be. Because how do you know if you're really, really happy if you're never alone? So try it. Try to take some personal time. I'm not talking an hour. I'm talking 10, 15 minutes, maybe in the evening before you go to bed. Maybe you want to take a nice bath, light a couple of candles, read a book. Do something that makes you happy by yourself. And don't feel guilty about it. That goes back to don't beat yourself up. We sometimes don't do things for ourselves out of guilt. We gotta throw the guilt out the window. There's no more important person to take care of than you. Final tip for your lifestyle changes. Tip number 6, you are who you hang out with. I'm sure you've heard that before, probably from your parents, a long, long time ago. But you know what? They were right. So here at TFW Brooklyn, we have a familia. That's what we call a La Familia. We're all here on the same mission. We're not about competition. We're about cooperation. We're all here to better ourselves and be the best that we can be. All we want you to do, all I want for myself, is to be better than I was yesterday. So by hanging out with the people who come to the gym, the people who are eating healthy, I, myself, can get better. And that's what I want for you. So we do have what we call an 8-week transformation, where many people come in and we're able to change their lifestyle, change their nutrition, and get them into training in a very easy manner, and it's not scary at all. Because you're surrounded by people on the same mission. We have students that have been here for years. We have students that just started, all here for the same reason. And the blend and the awesomeness that comes around is fabulous. So if you're hanging out with the wrong people who aren't into fitness and who don't eat well, you're not gonna do it. And if you're here watching my video, it seems that you wanted to try to do something different in 2017. So, in my next video, I will be explaining our 8-week transformation, which starts on January 30th of this year. And I really hope that you really listen to it, and maybe you can actually change your life for 2017. Because all I want for you is to be better than you were from yesterday.
TFW Brooklyn is more than just a gym. It is a family. Before this, I did absolutely nothing. I didn't think I could lift weight. I didn't think I could run. TFW has definitely changed my life. If I don't come here, I don't feel well. It's just an incredible place where everybody cheers everybody on.
I think it's been life-changing for both of us. I think this is the longest that we've actually been part of the gym, and I think it's because of how special it is when you walk in. And it's kind of like you're not walking in and doing your own thing. You're walking in, you're a part of a group, and you're a part of the same goal that everybody else is working towards. So I think it's pretty impacting.
Yeah.
When I started in the beginning, I really thought that I wasn't gonna, get through this. But with the group that I work with in
in the Brooklyn branch with Cathy, with Linda, with Donna. You know, it's been an experience that I would never forget. And I'm so happy that I actually pulled through doing my program and finishing it. And I'm going to continue doing it because it helps me so much in my daily life.
A couple years ago, I was at TFW, and basically, you know, I was like 270, 280. I came in and I met this young lady named Cathy, and Cathy helped bring me along slowly but surely. I got into the routine, and you know, I started feeling a lot better about myself.
I came to TFW Brooklyn after being displaced from Hurricane Sandy, and I was lost, and this place definitely brought me back to life.
Even though you come in, everyone is at different levels, everyone's coming from a different place in their life, different ages, everything. Everyone is so warm, so welcoming, encouraging. If you're a beginner, you have more advanced students to look towards, more advanced warriors, right? If you're a more advanced warrior, you're there helping the new people. It really is a community.
You know, saying is health is wealth. When you really come in this place, that's the way you feel. You know, you get your health right and become the best person you possibly can.
My favorite part of working out? Not getting sick. No, my favorite part of working out. I think the awe in it is when you look up and you see 30, 35 people and it looks like chaos, but it's well-constructed chaos. Everybody knows what they're doing and knows where they're going, and there's a coach at every step of the way, which makes it pretty unique.
Come in here, TFW, see Cathy. This place is amazing. You know, they motivate you, they inspire you, they help get you focused.
And being here every day, it's like coming to a new family that I have now, that I've gained.
So do yourself a favor, come check us out. You will not regret it.
I'm a true warrior, TFW.